trying to put this mask on in front of everybody because I have such a big head, it probably won't fit me.
Oh, I already tried.
Did not fit.
Mine does. Like if I put it over this ear, I
Jason does have a pretty big head.
I go
Yeah,
to
it won't fit.
It's okay. It's real long.
Oh, at least it goes over your ears.
Yes, sir.
Yeah. I can get my lobe, my earlobe, can't like twist it up every time.
Oh, sure.
Okay.
So maybe you
Yeah.
can rip them.
After the pledge,
You probably
you
put it
bet.
in like tie it
Yeah, I wonder if I can.
or just cut it, not rip it.
Well, I was thinking if I can break the stitches.
I know.
Oh, yeah.
I did that with my Disney masks, and they fell apart like in the park. They were hanging. She was so mad.
You guys ready? Would you call the roll, please?
Danielle McKenzie.
Here.
Jason Blair.
Here.
Melissa Hunt.
Here.
Louis Williams.
Here.
Adam Webb.
Here.
Mark Ham.
Here.
Glenn Lewis.
Here. Would you please stand for the Pledge of Allegiance? I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
You want to make your announcement?
Yeah, Mayor and Council, and for anyone watching on Channel 20 tonight, we've got a camera out, so we'll just have the one wide-angle shot. So just wanted to let everybody know that's what's happening.
All right, thank you. Item 2 is a consent docket. Item A is approve the minutes of the regular city council meeting held October 19, 2020. Item B is accept a 5-foot temporary construction easement from Bob Gates located at 717 North Gale. Item C, accept a 10-foot temporary construction easement and a 17-foot utility easement from Heather D. Grace and Marcus Walls for the construction of a sanitary sewer force main. Item D is accept a 15-foot utility easement from William and Nancy Goodrich for the construction of the public water line to serve the Santa Fe Executive Park. Item E is acknowledge receipt of construction permit number SL00014200158 from the Oklahoma Department of Environmental Quality for the construction of the Kelly Creek sanitary sewer improvements. It's a consent docket. Hold on just a second, folks. On this one. Item F is approve and ratify claims and expenditures or FY 2020-2021 in the amount of $2,257,443.74. This is a consent docket. Would you call for
Motion to approve.
I'll second the motion. Thank you. Thank you both. Do we have that? Would you please call for the vote?
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 3 is consider approval of a revocable permit for a deck and swimming pool at 517 Heather Lane, application by Tony Hott.
Mayor and Council. The applicant would like to have a swim spa and deck in her backyard at 517 Heather Lane to help with therapy for some health concerns that she has. Most of this backyard is taken up with a 15-foot utility easement. There is no city sewer located in that easement. There is ONG and OG&E lines. We have received letters of no objection for a swim spa being placed on the easement. That is included in your packet. This property does back up to Little River Park. There is a chain link fence, so the swim spa and deck will be visible from Little River Park. Staff did work with the applicant over the past several months to meet the setbacks, and also reduce the area of a deck that would be over the easement. We did reduce it down to as little as we could while still meeting her requirements for the swim spa. Because there is no other alternative to placing improvements in the backyard, Staff is recommending approval of this application. This would be a revocable permit, so if at any time in the future we needed to access the utility easement for any reason, we could be able to do that. She would have to remove the improvements on her own money. But because we don't have a sewer line in that utility easement, I don't foresee that happening.
Make a motion to approve.
Second.
All right, thank you. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote, please?
Jason Blair.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 4 is consider approval of a gas facilities relocation agreement with Oklahoma Natural Gas and the lowering of an 8-inch gas line on the Willow Bend and South Telephone Road stormwater project in the estimated amount of $62,618.20 as the city share of the relocation.
Mayor and council, as we constructed a storm sewer line that would take care of the storm drainage from this area, and this is also the location where Costco will be tying into our stormwater system. Unfortunately, as we need to cross Telephone Road from the east side to the west side, there is a 8-inch natural gas line in the way of our construction of our sewer pipe, and they need to lower that for us to construct it. Normally, on a situation like that, in the right-of-way of Telephone Road like that, normally the gas company would be responsible to relocate all of it, the cost measures. But unfortunately, back in the late 50s and actually in the early 60s, they did obtain a private easement for construction of their gas line. So we have to pay for the share of relocation that occurs in their private line, and then they will pay for the portion that is in our right-of-way for Telephone Road. And the makeup of that is our share is 42.5%, their share is 57.5%. As stated, our share cost would be approximately $62,618. We'd recommend approval of entering into that agreement so we can complete that storm drain line.
How long will it take them, do you know?
They indicated that they probably would not be able to finish relocation of this until the February timeframe.
Okay.
Motion to approve.
Thank you. Thank you both. We have a motion that,
Can I just ask one more question? Do we know when they're going to begin that? Because I'm assuming they're going to have to do construction underneath the Telephone Road, correct?
Well, their portion of the gas line that we have to come across and they need to lower is actually on the west side.
Okay.
We just did not begin construction from the east side to the west side until we could get confirmation that they would relocate their line. Yeah. Okay. So we are going to have to pay, or we're going to have to go ahead and construct across Telephone Road. The actual relocation and lowering of theirs is actually on the west side.
Okay, so us going across Telephone Road, when do we plan to start that construction?
Not until they relocate in February.
So February-ish?
Yeah,
okay, so not during the Christmas season when everyone's driving there, not during the Christmas season, that's really
correct.
what I was concerned about.
Yes.
Okay.
We'll make note of that when we discuss it with
Okay.
them. Okay.
Thanks.
okay, we have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote, please? There's no other discussion.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 5 is discuss, consider, and if deemed appropriate, authorize the city manager on behalf of the city of Moore to vote in favor of the allocation proposal for the assessment 3 in the amount of $1,000 to be paid but to the DS Refinery of PRP Committee Site Trust.
Mayor and council, this is something that's been going on for many years, predates all of us. And Randy's got the full story, but essentially with the refinery, with a cleanup, we've been assessed over the years a cost, and we paid money years ago, and so the trustee has now come back and said the trust fund needs a little more money to finish its cleanup, and our share is $1,000.
Oh, I'm just curious, where was the refinery?
Yeah, where's it at? Do we know?
Arkansas.
Arkansas, somewhere in Arkansas.
Oh, really?
It's a hazardous waste still, right?
Yes.
Okay.
So it's a
So it's-
place where we have dumped material or
At some
something?
point, somebody dumps it for us.
Starting in, I believe, 1988.
Okay. Yeah, no.
Mayor and I may be the only ones that ever heard of the Diaz refinery.
Yeah.
But it's, we were assessed based upon your size, based upon the amount of waste that was put in, that's how they calculated
Yeah.
the expenses or the contribution. They say they're almost done, they're ahead of schedule, things are getting cleaned up even faster than they thought. But right now, they need a little bit more from everybody else to finish.
Motion to approve?
Second. Okay, we have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote if there's no other discussion?
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham.
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Jason Blair.
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. At this time, we'll recess the
Do
city
we have to
council.
do that?
Thank you. The addendum. We have addendum 5.1, to consider rezoning application number RZ 998, located in the southeast corner of section 14, Township 10 North, Range 3 West, being south of Northeast 3rd Street and west of Turner Avenue, to amend the existing R3 sixplex planned unit development for seniors to allow for the construction of a detached single-family home, and approve ordinance number 95120, application by Tbl Properties. This is LLC Tommy Lawrence. Planning Commission approved this 8-0.
Mayor and council, this property is located south of Northeast 3rd Street and west of Turner Avenue, Old Town. It's also known as 236 Northeast 3rd Street. In March 2009, the site was rezoned from R2 to R3 PUD. This was for a sixplex senior housing project. The applicant is seeking at this time to amend the PUD to add another unit to the project by constructing a single-family home with a front-load garage, attached garage on the lot. The house would face Turner Avenue and be located just directly south of the existing sixplex structure. Public water and sewer are available to serve the site. The applicant is proposing to access the new home from Turner Avenue. There is no floodplain or floodway located on the property. Being a PUD, this amendment must provide sufficient amenities to offset any variances. In this case, the variances requested would include the increase of density of the project overall and the proposed setbacks of the home. The amenity that the applicant is proposing is a prominent front porch that would mimic the front porches of the existing building on site. This change would also include moving the house back from the front property line by approximately 5 feet. So the front load garage would actually be set back a bit from the front porch. This is an architectural design that is complementary to the existing structure on the lot, and this is an allowable PUD amenity. The Envision More 2040 plan calls for this location to be Old Town residential, which includes single-family homes and smaller-scale multifamily projects. The plan details that new development should be context-sensitive through scale and architectural elements that fit the character of the block. This application was reviewed as to its conformance with the intent of the plan. This application is focused on the context of new construction to match the existing structure on the lot. With the addition of the front porch and recessed garage, this application does comply with the intent of the Envision More 2040 plan. And staff recommends approval of this application. And you should have in your packet a photocopy of a elevation that shows the front porch, and I apologize for the quality. It's just what I got. If you have any questions, I'll be happy to answer them.
Do we have a motion?
Motion to approve.
Thank you. Do we have a second?
Second?
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion? If not, would you call for the vote, please?
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item 5.2 is consider rezoning application number RZ999 located in the northwest corner of Section 33, Township 10 North, Range 2 West, being south of Southeast 3rd Street and east of Center Road from A1 Rural Agricultural District to R1 C3 Single Family Dwelling District with the General Commercial District and approved ordinance number 95220, application by Tbl Properties LLC, Kirby Mongold.
Mayor and council, this property is located south of Southeast 34th Street and east of Center Road. The property is currently zoned A1 and has one existing home on the site. The applicant is proposing to develop the property as a single-family neighborhood with a 2-acre commercial tract at the hard corner of 34th Street and Center Road. To develop the property as desired, the property must be rezoned to R1 and C3. Public water is available to serve the site from a 12-inch public main along Center Road. A dual-source looped water line is required for development of the site, so a water line extension will be required along Southeast 34th Street. The site lies east of a ridge line. This ridge line prevents the residential tract from tying on to city gravity lines for sanitary sewer. Therefore, sanitary sewer is not available to the residential tract and private septic systems are proposed. Access is provided to the site from both Southeast 34th Street and Center Road. There is a future Moore public school site that is adjoining the property to the south, and access to the school site through the neighborhood is required. There is no floodplain or floodway located on the property, and stormwater detention is required. The Envision Moore 2040 plan calls for the majority of the site to be open space residential, which include existing rural residential home sites and neighborhoods where homes are developed on large lots of 3/4 of an acre and above, or where overall density is capped due to significant open space. The northwest corner of the site is designated as neighborhood commercial, which should be located near neighborhoods but along arterial roadways. This application was reviewed as to its conformance with the intent of the plan. Because the requested R1 and C3 zoning classifications initially meet the land use designation, staff does believe that this application is supported by the plan. This determination is contingent upon the future preliminary plat meeting the density, open space, and transportation goals and recommendations of the plan. The subject site is located in a developing residential area. The applicant is proposing to serve the residential sites with private septic systems, and just to note that the city code typically does not allow R1 developments to be served with septic systems because the addition is on the extreme eastern boundary line adjacent to Oklahoma City limits, and due to the city's policy of not accepting lift stations beyond the service area of the new southeast lift station that is currently being constructed, staff believes that a variance to this policy is warranted for this particular application. Due to the existing residential development in the area, staff does recommend approval of this application. There is a concept plan that was included in your packet that you can see the concept layout of the neighborhood. If you have any questions, I'd be happy to answer them.
And you said the average lot size is what now?
It is half an acre. That is the minimum lot size that DEQ will allow for private septic.
Has the developer developed with private septic before?
He is a home builder. He's here. I should let you answer that.
Good evening, Brad Reed with Crafts and Toll. Kirby Mongold is with me as well. The Timber Creek Estates addition was just to the south of this development. We did the engineering on it, so he is does private septic, and in that area, it's just immediately to the south of this.
Okay.
Down at Belmar, which is just a mile south of there, the perk test didn't come back on about half the houses. That's when we had to go back and put sewer to them. Will this perk?
We didn't have any issues at the Timber Creek, which is to the south. So
Are you putting in sidewalks?
with the R1, I believe we have to.
That's correct.
Yes.
Okay. All right, next thing I guess we need to do is start planning for a signal light at 34th and sooner. We have to get special permission for that, of course. Okay, that's all I got.
Thank you.
Make a motion that passes. I think it's Ward 1. It says Ward 2, but that's Ward 1.
I think
Just
it's
as a
Ward 1
note.
too.
Just so we can
Second
note that.
motion.
So did you make a motion?
I did make a
Okay,
motion.
thank you. Do we have a second?
Yes, Mark.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion on this? If not, would you call for the vote?
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie,
Yes.
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams,
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 5.3 addendum is considered an amendment to the Public Works Maintenance Contract with Silver Star Construction, Capital Planning and Resiliency. Mud.
Mayor and Council, with the anticipation of a disaster declaration by FEMA for last week's ice storm, the city staff reviewed the contract with Silver Star Construction to ensure all the FEMA contracting requirements are met. All federally funded contracts must meet all the requirements defined in 2 CFR 200. This amendment incorporates the federal contract provisions required for the FEMA Public Assistance Program. There's one change to the contract that Silver Star proposed after I submitted this for the packet, and that change is the last paragraph in the last section for emergency services. The proposed change reads, as per federal requirements, it is agreed emergency services such as debris removal that will be federally funded. The contractor will bill the city based on the pre-event unit cost provided for in the contract. This proposed change has been reviewed by the city attorney, Randy Brink, and still meets the federal contract requirements. Staff recommends approval.
Make a motion we approve.
I'll second the motion.
Okay, we have a motion and a second. Any other discussion on this item? If not, would you call for the vote?
Danielle McKenzie,
Yes.
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt.
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. At this time, we will recess the city council meeting and convene the Moore Public Works Authority meeting. Item number 6 is a consent docket. Item A is receive and approve the minutes of the regular Moore Public Works Authority meeting held October the 19th, 2020. Item B is approve and ratify claims and expenditures for FY 2020-2021 in the amount of $1,032,221.24.
Motion to approve.
All right, thank you.
Second?
Thank you. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote on the consent docket?
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb.
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes, item carries. Item number 7 is consider approval of a cyberware insurance policy by underwriters of Lloyd's through Dillingham Insurance with Russell Hollingsworth as the agent to provide $5 million worth of coverage against certain cyber incidents, including cyber damage, business interruption, network security, and privacy liability for a premium of $35,007.56 for the policy period ending January 1st, 2022.
Mayor and Council, this is a cyberware insurance policy through Dillingham Insurance. During the process of our property insurance renewals, we inquired about cyberware insurance, asked for him to go ahead and give me some quotes for that. What we have here is a policy that covers certain cyber incidents, system damage, including hardware and software replacement, business interruption, network security, privacy liability. I have David Thompson here as well to answer any specific questions that you may have in regards to the computer malware or ransomware type of incidents.
Does it cover ransomware?
Yes, it does. The premium on this was $35,007.56. The period is through all of next year, and it would be part of the renewal for the property insurance next year. To go ahead and approve that this evening. Like I said, I'm here and David's here as well.
I just want to clarify, it does cover the ransom if the decision is to pay a ransom. It also covers having a consultant.
They bring negotiators in.
That can help you decide, help us decide if a ransom is the correct way to go.
Yeah.
Or if we can find it on our own, or have enough of resources to do it. So it covers both ways, and it also would cover in case we do get information's out there that it pays for things like notifying citizens, sending mass mailings, even if the third party, which we have had happen, and our information is out, the information that we have a third party, we're still covering. So multiple options there that are covered.
Can you explain to them why we came up with the $5 million policy coverage?
The $5 million was, not too long ago, we did a cyber assessment for the water department as part of the EPA requirements part of it. So we did a cyber security, and what they found was that about $4 million in liability is what we have with the water department. So there is more than just the water department at stake, but however, the $5 million was the upper limit that they had, that the insurance company had. So we felt that it was a reasonable amount that we.
So does it handle is in the next year and 2 or 3 months, if we expand our network, there's more computers added, all that kind of stuff, all of that
It is all
taken into account?
It doesn't care what we have, it
Yeah.
just cares.
Okay, very good.
Part of the coverage also is actual hardware replacement.
If it's determined that something is so deep that you have to go out and buy new servers or computers, it does cover buying those, and that's part of your insurance company.
Sounds good. I make a motion we approve.
I'll second the motion. Thank you both. We have a motion and a second. Any other discussion on this? If not, would you call for the vote, please?
Jason Blair,
Abstain?
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams,
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
I vote yes, Dave.
Glenn?
Glenn Lewis.
Thanks. Item carries. At this time, we will recess the Moore Public Works Authority meeting and convene the Moore Risk Management meeting. Item 8 is a consent docket. Item A is accept the minutes of the regular Moore Risk Management meeting held October 19, 2020. Item B is approve and ratify claims and expenditures for FY 2020-2021 in the amount of $364,206.07.
Make a motion that we approve the consent docket.
Thank you. Thank you both. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote?
Melissa Hunt,
Yes.
Louis Williams.
Yes.
Adam Webb,
Yes.
Mark Ham,
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie.
Yes.
Jason Blair,
Yes.
Glenn Lewis.
Yes. At this time, we will recess the Moore Risk Management meeting and reconvene the City Council meeting. Item number 9 is new business. Item A is citizens forum for items not on the agenda. There is no one signed up. Would anyone like to speak? Okay. Item B is any items from the City Council. Uh-oh.
I thought you spelled it.
I did not spill it. It was just really loud. I'm
Is it
sorry.
premature to ask about replacing trees and things like that? Do we need to wait a little longer?
We need to wait.
Okay.
Thank you. It just
Oh.
happened the other day.
I will say the Parks Department was out at Veterans Park today or on lunch. They're doing a great job of, I'm sure everybody saw that the trees are down. Some of them very, very close to the road, but they were doing a really good job of directing traffic and making sure that they could still clean up safely.
Yeah. Good job. And I want to say thank you for the mask. And I would encourage everyone, now that COVID is doubling every day in the state of Oklahoma, to wear a mask, what it was 3 weeks ago. So distance yourself at least 6-7 feet and wash your hands. And tomorrow you get the opportunity to please go vote and support our police and fire department and renew their safety sales tax. We'd appreciate it. So at this time, we'll do item number 10. Oh, wait, item for the city manager. Sorry. I did it last time.
Mayor and council, a couple of things here. On Halloween, we had a trunk or treat event at the station, which was very successful. We had over 250 cars. Numerous vendors gave stuff out, perfect weather. It was a good time had by all. So my thanks to the park staff for putting that together, and then to the police and everyone else that was involved in helping make that a good event. We've touched on the limb pickup. This will go on for several weeks, hopefully not much longer, but we'll see as we get into it. Just would appreciate everybody's patience. We will get to you. It's just going to take a while just because of the volume. And just to echo what the mayor said, appreciate if everyone would go out and vote. We have 2 propositions on the ballot tomorrow. I believe that the record shows we've been good stewards of money and have done what we've said we would do. So would appreciate people going to vote. That's all we got.
Okay. Item number 10 is executive session. Section 307, Title 25, Oklahoma statutes permits the public body to meet in executive session for certain specified reasons under certain specified conditions. It is the opinion of the city attorney that the city council may consider and adopt a motion to meet in executive session to discuss the following items. Item A, discuss and if deemed appropriate, consider taking possible action regarding pending litigation styled Marlene Requa versus City of Moore, case number CJ 2017-1261, an authorization for legal counsel and staff to take actions as necessary and appropriate in the interest of the defendant as authorized by 25 Oklahoma Statutes 307B-4. Item number B is discuss and if deemed appropriate, consider taking possible action regarding pending litigation styled Aisha Carter versus City of Moore, case number CJ 2020-660, an authorization for legal counsel and staff to take actions as necessary and appropriate in the interest of the defendants as authorized by 25 Oklahoma Statutes 307B-4. Item C, discuss certain property acquisitions related to the Southeast 4th Railroad Underpass project and authorize staff to proceed as directed in executive session as authorized by 25 Oklahoma Statutes 3704.
Make a motion, we convene to executive session.
Thank you. Thank you both. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote?
Danielle McKenzie?
Yes.
Jason Blair?
Yes.
Melissa Hunt?
Yes.
Louis Williams?
Yes.
Adam Webb?
Yes.
Mark Ham?
I will vote yes.
Glenn Lewis?
Yes. Thank you.
Go ahead and vote.
Thanks for coming.
I like that. I know. That's what I was like, I've heard it felt.
And then
That's pretty quick. Yeah, that's it might not be in the end, but.
don't even forget to give you the pen. Thanks. Last thing I want. Yes, I know. I get killed. Did you guys order the pizza?
We need one.
Do what?
Hey, Sue, Donna, Sue, Parks lady.
She's not here. She's already gone. That's the finest. Yeah. That's good.
Anybody plan that?
20 minutes maybe.
Okay, that sounds okay. Maybe.
I know they don't like doing it any longer than we do.
I know. This is true. There's a recording and Rhonda does it. She listens to it.
Cheaper than fighting a lawsuit. So it's, okay, well, I guess we're good. So, which side would be fine for, actually, no, for severe, okay, we'll do that. They break. Great. Oh, well. Well, I know what you with it. So, anyway, so I thought that was interesting. There was just information from two different sources, and I was like, oh, well, that's interesting. That's probably why the special ed department in particular is they don't give new stuff. Let's say if they're going to break it, let's not give them the very new stuff. So, interesting. Something you can take home. The more you know. That's a TV show. I don't know if you remember that. The more you know. Yes. I know that you paused the audio, but I really that, I really think.
And you have it on live. You have me in it. It's that one. I'm glad I didn't do it. I'm glad I didn't do it.
Normally I have the mics off, but I guess I forgot.
They get nervous too. I just paused this so I could just hit record again, and is that one right?
our stuff. I don't know, you know, when I got hired, there was, the phone system was, pretty antiquated here at City Hall, even throughout the city, it was antiquated, if you remember. And, just one of the first things I did was go out to the phone systems and do that all now. Well, that, fine. But one of the reasons why it was so antiquated was nobody had gone out upgrading. So it was the same thing for, you know, years and years, 25 years, that nobody changed it. So I've been trying to make sure you don't get to that when you can and upgrade more often. But you kind of, as some, the problem with something like the phone system is you've got to kind of pick your horse and ride it, you know, so there's times when you can say, okay, we're going to switch companies and go with this type of phone system. And we're going to replace the whole city. But I asked for money for that 2 years ago, and we didn't get it.
It was part of that election.
Yeah. So, but that was because, okay, if we want something different, and we want to have a different phone system other than what we have, then we would go out and do something. They said no. So that means I'm stuck with a horse and road. So I've been replacing little parts and things and go through stuff. And obviously here at the PD, the two big ones, the ones that have all phones, nobody else has near them. Even like Fire One, which has the next largest, still a low number. So
I don't know, suspicion when he has that.
that's actually
guys could go get lessons to some other places, how to do a meeting. I did a Zoom council meeting in Norman the other night. I was in Jackson Hole, Wyoming. My wife's waiting to go to dinner. It lasted 3.5 hours.
We have a text thread that says, I'm glad we're not Norman, or at least we're not Norman that way.
Okay. Yeah, I'll just wait.
Yeah.
It looks good. All right, do we have a motion?
We have to take roll, don't we?
Yeah.
Would you call the roll back, please?
Danielle McKenzie?
Still here.
Oh,
Which I just got it today. Which I did go pick up my mail, so it's my fault, but.
Danielle McKenzie?
Here.
Jason Blair?
Here?
Melissa Hunt?
Here.
Louis Williams?
Here.
Adam Webb?
Here.
Mark Ham?
Here.
Glenn Lewis?
Here.
I was like, I guess I'm good.
Okay, we are convened back from executive session on item 1.
Make a motion, we move forward as discussed in executive session.
Okay, thank you. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote on that? Oh, thank you.
Danielle McKenzie?
Yes.
Jason Blair?
Yes.
Melissa Hunt?
Yes.
Louis Williams?
Yes.
Adam Webb?
Yes.
Mark Ham?
Yes.
Yes, item carries. Item B, do we have a motion on that?
Make a motion, we move forward as discussed in executive session.
Second.
All right, thank you both. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote?
Jason Blair?
Yes.
Melissa Hunt?
Yes.
Louis Williams?
Yes.
Adam Webb?
Yes.
Mark Ham?
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie?
Yes.
Glenn Lewis?
Yes. Item C, do we have a motion?
Make a motion, we move forward as discussed in executive session.
Second.
Thank you both. We have a motion and a second. Would you call for the vote?
Melissa Hunt?
Yes.
Louis Williams?
Yes.
Adam Webb?
Yes.
Mark Ham?
Yes.
Danielle McKenzie?
Yes.
Jason Blair?
Yes.
Glenn Lewis?
Yes. Item carries. Next item is adjournment.
I'd make a motion that we adjourn.
Second.
All right, thank you both. Would you call for the vote?
Danielle McKenzie?
Yes.
Jason Blair?
Yes.
Melissa Hunt?
Yes.
Louis Williams?
Yes.
Adam Webb?
Yes.
Mark Ham?
Yes.
Glenn Lewis?
Yes, we're adjourned. Thank you for coming.
Thank you. This will still be on Friday.